Well, the Utah Jazz made a trade today, and Max, it involved a fan favorite.
Yeah, it sure did. I'll imagine a bunch of people are a little brokenhearted. The Jazz traded Joe Ingles to the Portland Trail Blazers 10 days after he suffered a season-ending injury. Fox 13's Jeff Reinier joining us live in studio with more. Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, guys, the NBA is a tough business, right? Trading Joe Ingles seems like a cruel thing for the Jazz to do, but it's the move they had to make if they wanted to win an NBA championship this season. Here's a look at the trade details. The Jazz received Nickeil Alexander-Walker from Portland and Juancho Hernandez-Gomez from San Antonio. The Jazz sent Joe Ingles, Elijah Hughes, and a second-round pick this year in the draft to the Trailblazers and a second-round pick in 2027 to the Spurs. Jazz get a 6'5", 23-year-old shooting guard in Alexander Walker, who was the 17th overall pick in the 2019 draft, averaging nearly 13 points per game in his third season in the NBA with the New Orleans Pelicans. He's a confident player who can score and should be a rotation player to help fill in for the 20 or so minutes that were played by Ingles. The Jazz hope they can develop Alexander like they have many other players, including Joe Ingles, who was in his 8th season with the Jazz. He's been a key player and a Jazz favorite over the years, and a strong member of the community off the court. Ingles said last week he is determined to return to the NBA after suffering a torn ACL. He's a free agent at the end of the season, so there is a chance he could return to the Jazz in the future. He loves it here. He said that many times. And the Jazz love what he can do with his playmaking ability and his three-point shooting. We'll have to see how that works out. This trade will save the Jazz $11 million in luxury tax money, so that's a big deal. And it may not be their final move this trade deadline, which is tomorrow at 1 o'clock our time. I would not be surprised if they made another move before then. We'll see how that goes.